Hey, everyone. Feels like old times again, except I'm 5 minutes late if we were going on our old schedule. Uh, I'm Ann Dale. Welcome to my sewing room here in lovely Calgary, Alberta, Canada. We have a fabulous launch to share with you. Sorry we're so late today. We were crossing our fingers that we would have a special guest for this afternoon, but unfortunately they got delayed, so we didn't they didn't make it. So here I am, so sorry, just me. Well, so just freshly back from Bernina University, and oh my gosh, can I just tell you, it was an amazing week. It was an exhausting week. It was a great week. Got to see so many people I haven't seen in a really long time, and I got to see the newest Bernina 990 machine, and I've been doing this for a very long time now, and I wasn't sure if I would be impressed. Well, color me impressed, because wow, we had our launch and I was like, well, okay, that's really interesting. We had all the videos. A lot of you have seen the videos, but then over the next few days, I got to sit down at the machine and play with it, try out some of the new features, and hey, Chris, nice to have you. So, interesting thing, Tyler and the staff here helped me. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I had them print for me a picture of the machine in scale. So this picture's to scale. So we'll have that poster up here in the store. But I'm telling you, the things that they were sharing with us, that touch screen you see in the middle, it is 10 inches. And it's lovely to use. The machine itself is quite intuitive. I really didn't get myself into too much trouble. Oh, hey, Cynthia, nice to have you. Oh, Sandy. Hi, Sandy. Welcome. Thank you for joining me so late in the afternoon. There's a help center. Bernina's always had a help center and a creative consultant and those sorts of things. And this machine has those, but they're even bigger and better. The entire manual has been loaded into the machine, and you still get a manual. If you're not someone who likes to look through things electronically or digitally, but prefer a hard copy, well, there's a manual, good old-fashioned book, and the digital version that's in the machine. There's the decorative stitches, and I know some of you don't think that you want them, need them, or will like them, but oh my gosh, I can't wait to share them with you and show you all the interesting and cool places we can put them. And they're big, and beautiful. We have, in our computers, we have edit undo, and we never had that in our lettering in the machine before. So when you're going and working on a label and you're spelling it all out, and then you realize you accidentally tapped an E twice, but there's only one E in the word, you can edit just that. You don't have to delete it all, which is what we had to do. We had to delete it right back to the double E, delete the second E, and then type again. So we have simpler editing, something that it's a little more what we're used to. And there is a great stitch altering thing. I'm going live, Chess. Then the visuals on the screen of the feet and what you have and all of that. Some of us are not icon people, and remembering what each weird little icon means. Well, with that great big screen, there's enough room now to have words. Some people used to be bothered by the direction to remove or add a hoop, and that now says, please remove the hoop or please attach the hoop. So there's room now in that screen for words rather than just icons. Oh yeah. Hey, Michelle. Nice to have you aboard. The machine itself, I am quite impressed. I've got a little cheat sheet here so that I don't misrepresent any numbers and so that I remember to tell you all the things. So from the needle to the inside neck of the machine is 14 inches. The 10-inch touchscreen I already talked about. The new help center I've talked about. There's a new placement scanner and camera, which is fabulous for us Bernina users. We had some exercises where we would scan a block and then we could quilt exactly in that spot, drop an embroidery. We have 4-point placement and morphing. So if your block isn't perfectly square and you tap the 4 corners and you tell the design to morph to fit the 4 corners that you've selected, but they're a little twisted, the design would settle right in there. Perfect fit. And then there was, no visual judgment on perhaps your piecing abilities. But I can't, as an instructor, I cannot wait to share this with the new owners. And some of the great things, the new machine is coming, expected arrival in Canada is early October. So yeah, we have a little ways to wait, but that's okay. We'll have it in time for Christmas for all of you who are looking for the perfect Christmas gift. But just note that the response has been incredible in Canada. We have 100 machines allotted to Canada that have the free gift. They've been calling it the magic box. It was a little box of magic. And we have 100 of those attached to the new machine. We have 100 sets of luggage, and you're going to need this luggage. Nothing that we have currently will fit this machine, given the size and scale of it. And if you're going to take it anywhere for anything, you're going to want the luggage. May as well come free. And then my sewing room, we're offering you a VIP club with me. Any of you who were with us in the early days of the 830s, you know that we care about you and your experience with your machine, and we've always got your back. Later this week, Michael's going to be here on Facebook Live, I believe with Chelsea, and they'll talk a little bit more about the machine from a technical perspective, what Michael saw when he went to the tech training classes. I went to the let's learn how to use this, let's touch all the buttons, let's stitch something, let's quilt something, let's embroider something. Those were the classes that I was in, and they were fabulous. And I'm really looking forward to instructing our new owners. But that 100 is dwindling fast. We might have 40 left in the country. So if you've been thinking about it, get your fully refundable deposit down as soon as possible so that you can yay or nay before delivery, whether you have want it or don't want it. I'm hoping to have a little launch party here soon, and we are in line to get one of the demo model Bernina 990s here in the store so that you can see it and touch it and make a better informed decision. But just know that time is ticking down on that, all the bonuses. And the other is Bernina has a new program called the Skill Hub, and there's a class that will be up and loaded there for the B990, and we're going to give that to you free with purchase so that you not only have the in-person hands-on touch experience with me, but you'll also have Bernina directed and guided video class for the 990. And you can do that at home. And I'm really super excited to get my hands on the store floor model and play with it a little more. Now, some other things. Pinpoint laser, which works in sewing and embroidery. The camera will be on when you sew, so if you have to follow a straight line with the laser, you can see it up on the screen, and you can see, of course, visually down at the foot with the laser. But having that pinpoint precision is amazing, like things we can do with it. The edits that you might make to your stitches or your embroideries or your quilting patterns show in real time, and you can zoom in and out and rotate your view. And like for the super fussy people, us lovely compulsive people who like everything to be just so ever so perfect, dream machine. If those things don't matter to you, still a dream machine. The jumbo stitch, so we can increase the size of patterns up to 500% and not lose quality. 500%. You know the old rule, never higher than 20, never lower than 20? You can only change it that 20%? No, we can make the design as small as 25% and as large as 500% and have nothing mess it up. And we did that in class, and I'm telling you, it works. The edit undo, we talked about that. You can create your own stitches right on the touch screen. That's fabulous. If you have a design and it's close but not quite, you can recreate one that has the tweaks that you have in mind. That's amazing. There's a new file manager with great big file folders. They're labeled, and you can relabel them in other names that make sense to you. Hey, Eva, nice to see you. Definitely the giant embroidery field. You can quilt in the hoop a 12-inch block. So the quilting version of the machine, because they're calling it a sewing machine, a quilting machine, and an embroidery machine. The quilting designs, it can read 5 different quilting designs. So if you happen to have a long arm and you have a pattern, a digital pattern that you love or have seen one, you can use it in this machine in the embroidery portion. That's amazing news, because I won't bore you with the technicalities of it right now, but quilt files are different than embroidery files, and that will make the quilting even better than embroidery. So we also have Wi-Fi connectivity, and a stitch out app. And so if you want your sewing machine doing the sewing machine things, you can have the app on your personal device, and you can be working in there, walking through the manual, walking through the help tips, but have the machine up doing the things. So you know how when you go to a help thing and it says, oh, you got to click this, 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 and this, you have to go toggle in and out of the help screen back to where you are. You don't have to do that here. You can do all of that on your machine and have a portable device with all the instructions on it separately. And for me, that's fabulous, because my eyes aren't getting any younger and my vision's not getting any clearer. There's also something that will come at least with the first 100 is you will have the standard Bernina stitch regulator that we've known and loved over the past 20 years. And there is now the BISR, built-in stitch regulator. So that is based in the bed of the machine, so you don't need that foot. Now, what that means to you when you're stitching, this is amazing. You can free motion quilt using BSR technology with any foot that free motions. Any foot. So all of you who wanted BSR technology and to be able to use your ruler foot, it's there. We've got you. It's amazing. Whew. Then the new computerized quilting, of course, I was talking about the 5 formats. There's a new stop-start editing, which I just loved. If you bring in two patterns, there's a start point and an end point. And you bring in this pattern and you bring in this pattern and you want to conjoin them and make a new pattern. There's many different ways to do that editing function. Quite often I did that editing in software because it was much more simple in software, but then I'd still have to bring the whole thing over to my machine. Don't have to do that anymore. There's a button where you can resort where your start and ends are, and it will join those two patterns for the most efficient stitch out. So if it was start, stop, and then stop, start, and you want to have it flow through, it rearranges the start stop positions, which for some of you, you're not quite sure maybe what that means for you, but let me tell you, that is some amazing editing right there with the push of one single button. So for people who are not interested in software, perhaps, there's a lot of things that software people love and use quite often is all integrated into the machine and not difficult at all to learn. And everything is there with the help. Everything's labeled, so you don't have to figure out what that little icon means. It says what it is. We talked about the 4-point placement, talked about the 12-inch quilting in the hoop. The on-screen text I've talked about. 1,200 stitches a minute, so quite fast. Still has the integrated Bernina dual feed system. The needle threader. Oh, so simple. Don't even have to look. Put the thread where you're told to put the thread, and it threads itself. I love that. The it has the B9 hook. So anyone where that you go, I don't know what that is. It's the biggest bobbin out there, and it's Bernina's own hook system, and it currently resides in the 7 series. So if you were to drop in, I could show you what it is, what it looks like, how big the bobbins are. Amazing. Anyway, let me keep going through the. Oh, right. There is stitch plates that come with it, 3. There's a 9mm, a 5mm, 5.5, and a single hole stitch plate. And the machine knows which one it has on. There's a sensor on them. So when you switch plates, you don't have to remember to tell the machine which plate you switched to. It knows which one you switched to. And if you try to select a different stitch, it will let you know whether you can stitch that stitch or not. And that will keep a lot of us out of trouble, but it also has big words on the screen that tells you what you've got on. And I have to tell you, the machine is rock solid and super quiet. In a room full of at least 50 of them, we could still talk. So they were all embroidering away and we could all talk. The teacher at the front could still instruct. I was amazed at how quiet everything was. I have pages and pages of things. So the hoop is 12 inches wide and still the 16 inches long. It comes with the embroidery module, and it's the new SDT high-speed embroidery module, which I also have here, and I can share with you what it looks like here. Hi, Anne. Oh, hi, Teresa. It's good to see you too. It comes with the new 26 embroidery foot, but it's 26L, and the L is for that laser. The basic feet, 1D, 2A, 3A, 4, 5, number 18, number 20, number 42, which is the stitch regulator, sideways motion 40. The slide-on table, there was some chatter on some of the Facebook groups, oh, you don't get a table. They didn't show the table in the pictures. They wanted you to see the full machine. The table is so large, they put some extra feet on it to help it hold your weight or the weight of quilts if you happen to lean on it. It's got legs under it, it can take it. The new giant hoop, which is 16 by 12, and a little bit and a little bit. The large oval, the medium, the small. There's a machine dust cover, a module dust cover, and a cool accessories box. So many things. I think I might have to stop there. The machine footprint is 9.5 inches front to back and 26.5 inches long. Michael's in the room. I'm just telling them about all the features. I think I have to stop because the list does go on, and I don't want to take away any thunder from your technical version. The weight of the machine, which is another big question, 42.3 pounds or 19.2 kilograms. So it's definitely not something you're going to want to lug around, but you can. And the embroidery module itself is 15 pounds or 6.8 kgs. And the module adds 25 by 21.7 inches because of the arm and the size of it. But when it's on the machine, it doesn't increase the size of the machine by too terribly much. A lot of people who have 8 series cabinets, it will fit down in a lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. It comes loaded with 879 embroidery designs, 24 alphabets, and 206 quilting patterns. Now, not embroidery patterns, and quilting patterns, so those are different files. And then the 3-piece trolley set has a manufacturer suggested retail price of almost $1,500, and the new giant hoop, which comes with it, is another almost $1,000, but they're included. So will that change after the launch? I expect it might. So fully refundable deposit, $990, no GST. If you think you might want one, come see us. You know we have your backs. You know that we'll be here from day one till the end of your machine's life with you. And we'd be happy to support you. And I'm so looking forward to sharing this machine with you, giving you my best tips and instruction. And Michael is here for all the technical support you might want or need. And yeah, I'm super stoked. Hey, Charles, give me 2 seconds of your time. She thought she was going home. One more time, Chelsea. Help me hold this sucker up. It has 14 inches from here to here. We have a triple thread stand on top, 10-inch sewing screen. Do you think we could squeeze it in the cupboard if it was here? Ooh, just. We can just squeeze it in there. It's big, you guys. I'm really looking forward. They softened it. They took the points off of it. It's nice. It's nice. Isn't that lovely?
Cool. I like the color.
It's nice. It's got a little bit of lavender in it. The launch colors were all the beautiful colors you see in the background here. But yeah, do come see us. Look, I'll give you some tips on some questions that you need to ask Michael when he does his presentation. Thanks, Charles. All right, everyone. That's the end of my live video today. If questions pop up, add them to this. I'll do my best to answer them as I can. And if you're watching this recorded, thank you for joining. Do make make yourself known. Ask your questions. Say hello. We love to know who's joining us. And I have the secret book with all the info in it, and a ton of classes that I'm prepping to teach you in the fall when it arrives. And remember, I think it's worth a lot. It's priceless. There'll be a VIP club for every machine bought through my sewing room and the Skill Hub with purchase from us. So all the education you could possibly want to go with this new machine included in the price. And, why would you have we when you can have these? Why get a teeny cup when you can have the biggest? Now, if it's not your thing, that's okay. We've got others coming, more to come. All right, everyone, I gotta go. I will talk to you soon. Thanks for joining me. And again, mysewingroom.ca. Join us on YouTube, Facebook, and come say hi to the girls and the guys. They're looking forward to seeing you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you.